So this will not be a video about like cultural differences or something like this, but rather I will try to explain my own like story with my own ex-girlfriends and explain to you why dating them made me not happy but made me depressed. And we're gonna also look at cute Japanese girl pictures here in Google, so I can keep your attention and you're actually gonna watch the video until the end. So a bit of backstory for me. So I live right now in Tokyo since 3 years. I'm still a student here, and I dated 2 Japanese girls for about a year each. And so let me tell you a bit about my ex. So my ex kinda looked like, not like this, I think kinda like this. Like she was very cute, and she was also doing like pictures just like these, not on Instagram but on Twitter instead. And she was having a pretty big following too, like 20k or like 30k followers, something like that. And I think she was a pretty good girlfriend because she was cute, she was nice, she was giving me presents, she like had a nice body too, big boobs, nice ass, everything you want was in her. Imagine her as your girlfriend. And why would you be depressed dating her? You would be happy, right? So what am I talking about? So the main issue is that girls like these never have time for you. And what do I mean by that? Basically what I mean by that is like, if you go to Tokyo, you're gonna find girls like that or like that everywhere. Like literally everywhere. I think just walking down the street, you're gonna find girls like that everywhere. And they really look like this. Like this is not like fake. Like a lot of girls really do look like that. So I don't think these girls don't exist, and I don't think you cannot date them. I think if you go to Tokyo right now, it's gonna take some effort, but eventually you're gonna find a girl that's willing to date you. And even like a lot of the cute girls, I think you can definitely date them. I don't think that's the issue. I think what actually is the issue is like, she's never gonna have time for you. And that's the big issue. So what do I mean by that? So let me tell you how it was with my ex-girlfriend. So I already told you, like my ex-girlfriend, she was doing like cosplay and stuff, but that was not her main job. Like that was just a side business. She didn't really make a lot of money with that. I don't know if she made any money with that, to be honest. But her main job was being a secretary. And as a secretary working in a Japanese company, you have a very bad life. So basically, like imagine waking up very early in the morning, starting work at 9 and working all the way until like 8 p.m. or something. Because in Japan, especially as a secretary, there's a lot of overwork and you cannot go home before your boss. So she worked quite a whole lot, and after work she's exhausted and clearly she don't want to meet anybody after that. She just wanna go home and sleep, right? So Monday to Friday was kind of like a time where we didn't really meet a whole lot. So, and that only leaves like Saturday or Sunday for her, for us to meet. And by the way, my girlfriend looked very much like that. Like style and outfit wise, she was also like using the same type of filter to make her face look like that in all the pictures. But basically, like meeting her is very difficult. And it becomes even more difficult because even though she's free technically on Saturday and Sunday, if you look like that as a Japanese girl and you do cosplay or something like that online, you're gonna get a lot of followers and a lot of friends. A lot of people want to like be your friends, they slide in your DMs, they want to talk to you, they want to meet you. And so she had a lot of friends, and a lot of these friendships were longer than me dating her. So of course these friends take priority, right? So a lot of the times, even on Saturday and Sunday, she was busy because she was like doing something, going somewhere, or I don't know, just not having time for me. So imagine this scenario, like you found a cute Japanese girl, she dates you, and you're super happy, but then she works super hard, so Monday, Friday is like a no-go, and then on the Saturday, she oftentimes like meets her friends above you. And this is not just my ex-girlfriend, like this is everybody. Like I have friends that are currently unemployed and they still like take about 2 weeks to meet me. I know a girl, like she lives walking distance from me. Like I can right now get up and walk to her house in 10 minutes and still I cannot meet her at all. Why? Because she works as a nurse and she's kind of like a vampire. Like she works at night and sleeps during the day. And what that means is basically when I like finish my school, she starts to work. And when I get up and go to school, she like finishes work and then she goes to bed. How can I ever meet a girl like that? You know, it's kind of crazy, right? And I'm not her only friend. She has lots of other friends too, right? And other guys she sees. So why should she see me? Sorry, got a little tongue twist there. But that's basically my main argument, is like that these girls never have time for you really. And another issue is like a lot of them, they don't want to move to you or for you. Like imagine you work Monday to Friday and you're gonna meet your boyfriend tomorrow. Do you want to like move 1 hour in the train to some different location? Or do you just want to like stay at home and do nothing? You know, it's pretty obvious, right? So, and why is this bad? Well, it's kind of obvious, right? Imagine you found this cute girl, you got to date her, and you're never gonna meet her. And here I'm gonna introduce you to another idea, and that idea is like of unreliable happiness. I think for a lot of guys, when you ask them what is the most happiest thing in their life, they say, oh, my girlfriend. Because they have nothing else in life. And these type of girls, they kind of like become the drug. Like when you take something like meth or cocaine, they always tell you never do it even once. Why? Because if you do it once, you're gonna get addicted, right? And you want it again and again and again. So how it was in my case is like I was dating this really cute girl and I asked her, hey, when are you free? And she was like replying something like, oh, in 2 weeks. And I was like really depressed with this, right? Because I had this cute girl and had nothing else going on in life. Still a student, I don't really like myself, I don't have money, I don't have a business, I have nothing. I didn't really have like proper friends here in Japan when I first arrived here. I only had a girlfriend. And the girlfriend was saying like, oh, I'm super busy. I only have time for you in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or like next month. Like sometimes they even say like, oh, this month is kind of like busy. Let's meet next month. This is something that really happens here in Tokyo. And it makes you depressed because all the days are gonna become depressive. You're just gonna wait and wait and wait and go to school, go home, go to school, go home, and then you can finally meet her. And then like for 4 or 5 hours, you're super happy. You got your dopamine kick. You got this cute girl. You can do anything you want with her. And then it's all over. And then you have to wait another 2 or 3 weeks until you can meet her again. And you can see the concept and how stupid it is and how it leads to like massive unreliable happiness, right? Like it's kind of like these girls become a guy's drug because the guy does not really have anything else in his life and the guy becomes obsessed and he wants it every day. But especially in Tokyo where everybody's so busy, you cannot like keep that. Like it's almost impossible to meet girls like this every single day. And let me tell you another story. It's like I have a friend, he's French, and he actually met a cute Japanese girlfriend in a share house. He lived together and they decided to move in together and share an apartment. And maybe you're right now thinking, oh, this is perfect, right? This solves the issue. Now you can meet your cute Japanese girlfriend every single day. But there was another issue. Right now, he actually broke up from her. And right now, they have like huge stress because they have a lease for their apartment, but they're no longer together, but they still have to live together. And they're like right now moving and they don't know what to do. So why does this happen? So my French friend, what he told me is like he has no love for her anymore. And what I think what this happens is the same thing happened to me with my ex-girlfriend. Is like at the beginning, it's kind of like a drug and you become super obsessed. And then as more often as you take the drug, the more used you become to it. Like for example, let's take one of these cute Japanese girls here. Like imagine you date her, or you date her. Oh, I think she's Korean actually. But that's besides the point. Imagine you date her, and the first time you date her, the first time you kiss her, the first time you sleep her, it's the best ever, right? It's like the pure dopamine, like happiness, 100%. But every time you do it, it's gonna become a bit more normal. And eventually, after a year or two, it's gonna become so normal, it's like nothing special. It's kind of boring. And you're gonna start to look at different girls. And I think that's exactly what happened to my French friend. I think he just got used to his Japanese girlfriend. Like at the beginning she was so cute and she was unfamiliar and everything was more nice. And then he like lived together with her for like 1 or 2 years and he just got used to it and it just became normal. And he had no love anymore for her. And that's exactly what happens to drug users and alcoholics. They become so used to their drug, they need more and more and more and more, right? So what is my idea or concept how to fix this? Like how to become happy in life with this in mind? I think to like find the solution, what you have to do is you have to look at girls like these, or you have to look at my ex-girlfriend. So why is my ex-girlfriend completely okay with only meeting like every 2 or 3 weeks? Why is she not so obsessed like I was? And the reason for it is because if you look like that, the main source of happiness is probably yourself and your own body. Oh, by the way, this is stable diffusion, but it works anyways, because my girlfriend looked pretty similar, my ex-girlfriend. So the main source of happiness for a lot of these girls is their own body. And why? Because they look in the mirror and they're gonna be happy, right? Because they look cute and you get so much attention too, not only from friends, from all the followers you got, from posting her pictures and all these likes and compliments, all the guys that want her. And it makes you feel so good. Like if you look like that, you don't have to do anything in life really. You're just happy by looking like that and all the attention you get from it. And then the second thing, I think the source of happiness is probably the followers and the business she builds and the brand she builds on Twitter with the pictures. And you get some money and you get followers and you can kind of like build a business from that, and then it makes you happy. And then after that comes the friends and the family, and then after that comes the boyfriend. And you can see I was only like the cherry on top, right? And I think that's exactly the reason why my ex-girlfriend didn't get obsessed with me, because I only was the cherry on top. And the cherry you can meet every 2 or 3 weeks and it's just fine. Because she has so much reliable happiness just from herself, just from looking that way. So what I recommend to a lot of guys here that are just like me, who basically become obsessed with a girl easily, like build reliable happiness and don't date Japanese girls. Because Japanese girls is basically, you're gonna place all your happiness in that person and that person is very unreliable. But if you build a lot of if you place a lot of happiness in yourself, you build reliable happiness. And a lot of girls are already born that way, but we as guys, we can also become that way with self-improvement. We can also like build better bodies we actually like, and we can also build better futures for ourselves. We can start businesses, like I'm building right now this YouTube channel, right? And we can do this, and if we do this, we gain the same type of reliable happiness, so we don't need girls anymore. So it does not mean that you don't ever like date a girl ever again. What I'm saying is basically these type of girls, they only become like a cherry on top. Just like for my ex, I was the cherry on top. If you have these things, if you have a lot of self-love and a lot of reliable happiness, these type of girls just become a cherry on top on your already existing happiness. And I think that's the type of system you're supposed to build, because I think a lot of guys, what they actually do is they like don't have self-love, they don't have reliable happiness, and they find all their happiness from like these girlfriends. Especially like guys that come to Japan like I was. I think for a lot of them that's exactly true. And I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't think that's a like way to live life. I think this just leads to depression. So what I recommend instead is like try to become kind of like my ex-girlfriend was, or like how a lot of these girls are. First, try to build reliable happiness, build self-love, build a business, and then you can date these girls. So I'm not saying that dating them is completely wrong. I'm saying for a lot of you out there watching this video, it's not the right time right now. So that's basically the video. Let me know what you think. Did looking at these pictures actually increase the watch time? And did you actually watch the video all the way to the end? If so, I'm gonna show you more cute pictures of Japanese girls. So if you liked the video, like and subscribe, and also check out my links in the description. Other than that, see you in the next video. Bye.